Alright, today we're going to take a break from the longer videos since I do plan on streaming later tonight, which by the way, the journey to Mole Man continues. If you want to be there, then stop by and say hi. If you want to see contributed to the journey, then that's all up to you. But yeah, today is a short video because I feel like I haven't made one of these in a pretty long time, so it's about time to, consider the fans that just enjoy the shorter content. And today it's a crystal opening, so how fun is that? So from this 7-star crystal, I want any dupe in the game. Just any dupe, because any dupe gives me a Titan crystal. And the crystal's gonna land on a 7-star version of Null. Now, when I first got this pull, I was like, dang, that's unfortunate. That's not a dupe. Then about 10 seconds later, I realized, wait a second, I just pulled a 7-star version of Null. That is actually insane. So yeah, out of all the new champions I could have pulled, I think Null was the best one to get, so I am honestly so pumped about this. But it came at a cost because I have to open another 7-star crystal now, and I have to spend 450,000 pulleys for it, which is painful, obviously, right? Like, I don't want to spend that much for a 7-star crystal, but this crystal is going to stop on, there's a lot of new champions there, but thankfully we got an awakening of 7-star Shang-Chi. So this opening so far is insane, right? 7-star Null, 7-star Shang-Chi, both were voted in by the community, which is, sweet because, yeah, they got some great taste. I love Shang-Chi, and awakening him is just massive for me, and for him, because he really does want it for, like, some extra damage. And here we're going to open some 7-star 6-stone crystals. I'm only going to spin 3, don't freak out, okay? Just spinning 3 just to enjoy it, right? You never get these crystals. They're so rare to get, so let me just have my fun with it. Just for like 3 crystals, then I'll pop it, don't worry. And then I'm going to use the 6 stones. But, I have to save some of them, obviously, because I am hunting some champions, and other champions, I'm just like, I know I'm going to get them. I know I'm going to get them on May 8th, so you can probably guess what I'm talking about. But yeah, there we get Mystic, which is good for Mcoc. And I want to see skill for Mole Man, obviously. And then I also want to see science for Photon, Mystic for Mcoc. And there's some skill for Mole Man, so I'll take that. That's pretty dang good. And one 6-stone is just one 6-stone, but it still does like add up over time. And there we get 4 skill 6 stones, which is really good. That does make a difference, obviously. And we also got a ton of Mystic 6 stones as well, which is very good for Mcoc, since Mcoc I think benefits the most at like Sig 60 or something, besides Sig 200 obviously. But yeah, he's at Sig 40 right now, so those 6 stones are gonna help him like a ton. So yeah, I'll take that. The skill one, saving for Mole Man, obviously he is my #1 champion to get right now, and I am getting him guaranteed, so I want to save everything for him. And Mystic will go to Mcoc, obviously, like he just deserves it. There's like no one else I want to sig up because Kindred is unawakened, and at this point I've kind of just given up on Kindred since he just never wants to show up in my crystal. So yeah, Kindred, he is nothing to me now. He was one of my favorite characters, and I've been begging, like seriously begging for a Kindred dupe because I want to rank 3 that guy, and you know what, I just can't pull him. So Mcoc gets the 6 stones out of spite. Yes yes, out of spite. Mcoc doesn't even need it, but I'm still gonna do it because why not? It's Mcoc, he's so cool. And we're gonna select some Cosmic here because I think I want to rank 2 Null. Like, I don't know, I feel like he's that good, right? I'm not crazy in thinking that Null is like rank 2 worthy. He's Null, he's such a beast. And here we get the final milestone needed to get the Titan shards. And I could get Deadpool if I wanted to, spend like a few extra dollars, which I don't know if I don't know if I want to do that, but like the opportunity is there. Do y'all want to see a 7-star Deadpool gameplay video? If y'all want to see it, I'll do it, alright? I'll just put that out there. If you want to see a 7-star Deadpool gameplay video, I will spend my money and I will make some poor choices and get that 7-star Deadpool. It's all up to y'all. right? But let's go for the Titan Crystal now. Here I want to see Bullseye, the Serpent Awakening, an Onslaught Awakening. Those are the big three in this crystal that I really want to pull. Who else do I want? A Morbius dupe, a Werewolf by Night for sure. The Destroyer just for some fun, maybe. Ironheart for some fun. Let's see who else is in here. Red Skull is going to be an amazing pull if I get him. I really want to see a Red Skull. So yeah, like there's a lot of good options in this crystal, a lot of fun characters, a lot of pretty useful ones as well. But yeah, just please give me the Serpent, please give me an Onslaught dupe or a Bullseye. I really want to see one of those three characters. And the crystal's going to stop. There's Destroyer, there's White Tiger, and we land on a 7-star version of Havoc. Here's how I feel about Havoc. So Havoc would be a great basic crystal pull, but I feel like he's not meant for the Titan Crystal. Am I alone in thinking that? Because that's what I think. I feel like he is not a Titan Crystal character at all. I feel like he should have been like a straight to the basic type of champion. And honestly, I kind of want to make a video talking about like the Titan Crystal and like the current state of it, because I feel like some champions that enter it just aren't really worthy of it. But anyway, here's like some quick gameplay of the three champions that I pulled. For my channel members, you might see like a whole showcase for one of them early on, just as like an extra bonus, right? And yeah, you gotta pick between Null, Shang-Chi, and Havoc. And I'll be honest, I think Null is the coolest out of all three of them, because this man's a monster on both attack and defense. To be fair, Havoc is also a great defender, but the thing with Havoc is he feels a bit too slow for Battlegrounds. I don't know. I think that's the case, really. Like, his rotations just are very unideal for a Battleground scenario, but Null is just a monster anywhere he goes. Like, this is some crazy damage, 23,000 crits right there, just a thing of beauty, really. And his his playstyle, his animations are so smooth. That Necro Sword is just so satisfying to use, and yeah, insane stuff, man. I love Null. I can't believe I was like upset for 10 seconds about pulling a Null. He is just crazy strong. And speaking of crazy strong, here we have 7-star Shang-Chi. Now, what his awakening does is it gives him like a plus 10%, it just basically gives him plus 10% damage. It's really good, right? Because plus 10% damage for any champion is already a pretty massive boost. And at max sig, it goes up to like 20%. So it's like, it pretty much is like you're getting an extra rank on your Shang-Chi. So that's like insane for a 7-star rank 2 one, for example, or like a 7-star rank 1 just like punching up big time. It is such a nice ability. And like a 7-star rank 3 max sig Shang-Chi, that's gonna be like one of the most broken damage dealers in the game. So yeah, that idea, that thought is just insane to me. Unfortunately, Shang-Chi is a skill champion, and all my skill resources are going to a specific other skill character very soon. It's Moleman, obviously. So yeah, Shang-Chi is not like the focus right now for my account, but in the future he's going to be a great rank 2, maybe even rank 3 option. So yeah, here I dropped the SP2 and it's Shang-Chi. Of course it does insane damage output, and yeah, just what an absolute beast. And here we have Havoc versus this the Hood. And you know, Havoc is a great champion. Like, you can't take that away from him, right? He is immune to, like, Incinerate. He has very strong energy manipulation. Like, he is just a good character when it comes to that, right? And he just feels pretty reliable at what he does. He is a reliable counter to all these energy damage nodes. He's good for just having great special attack damage as well. He is just a fine character. And this is a good description for a champion that is in the basic crystal. I just don't really think it's like a Titan crystal worthy pull. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's just like so helpful on defense especially. And you know what? I always tell people to be optimistic, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to be cautiously optimistic about this Havoc pull. Maybe he really does pay off. Maybe he's actually like a lot better than I thought he would be. So I'm going to just, you know, save my judgment, right? And by the way, his feedback damage is honestly really good. Like, I'll give him that. It's pretty impressive. But yeah, here I dropped the heavy attack again. And here I blocked the SP1 to get some bonus plasma charges, and I think we are ready for the SP3, which is of course the moneymaker. Havoc is known for the SP3, and let's check it out right now. So we're gonna get that bonus 12% damage. We're gonna let it rip, and yeah, it does some pretty great damage. Obviously, it's Havoc, right? And yeah, that was like over 160,000 damage right there. Very, very sweet stuff. And yeah, Havoc is honestly, he's a pretty cool character. I'm just gonna be like, you know, a bit cautious on how I feel about this champion. Is he rank 2 worthy? I don't know yet, but I'll see what's up. I'll see like how he performs in Battlegrounds, for example. So yeah, the basic crystal pool is insane, right? Shang-Chi and Null, some of the like best champions of their class. Havoc, I am interested at least. I am at least interested to see how this character does. But let me know your thoughts on this Titan crystal pool. And yeah, that's about it for me.